Hi, Thomas Wood with Microquant here. Taking a look at copper, we saw something very interesting happen this week. We've been watching copper in this pennant pattern on the weekly chart. And you can see if you're looking at the continuous contract on a weekly basis, it looks like, or the adjusted continuous contract on a weekly basis, it looks like we broke out below the lows of the pennant this week, which would normally indicate that prices are going to be heading lower. However, that it's kind of tricky because if you actually pull up the non-adjusted chart of copper and look at it on a weekly basis, you see we came right down to it today and bounced right off of the low of that pennant, and the copper is still trading within this pennant pattern, which means I still have a bullish outlook on this market. Now you have to remember, a lot of times the non-adjusted chart is much better for making your trend lines and for making your geometric shapes such as your pennants and your flags. And in this case, it still looks like copper is staying within that pennant, which means I still have a bullish outlook on copper and believe we could see next week or the week after a retest of the highs of that pennant right around 3.777. Now the way that you pull up the non-adjusted continuous contract in TradeStation anyway is you'll go format symbol. Instead of just doing @HG, you'll do @HG equals 11INN. So 11INN. And that'll pull up the non-adjusted continuous contract, and it will allow you to see what it actually is traded through. Even though the contracts have rolled over to the next month, it does not adjust the previous prices to fill gaps. So if you're looking at the non-adjusted chart, copper still looks bullish, so I still have a bullish outlook on copper. We'll see if we can get a retest of the highs of this pennant in the next couple weeks. So we'll keep on following this market. It'll be very interesting to see how it plays out, whether the adjusted or non-adjusted chart is going to win per se. And until next time, happy trading.